script or stage action steps. Okay, so this is a fun one. So, personal story. So one of my teams, this is actually 2014, and well, I'll tell you, it was Rollins College, and we went to the Final Four that year, played in the national championship, and lost, unfortunately. But so we had great leaders on this team, but they all had growth areas, right? And so this one kid, she was, the lead by example person, okay? And my philosophy is, okay, and this is a whole other session, but okay, fine, everybody sort of has their strength zone, but you have to lead in uncomfortable ways also, like other styles. So we were trying to get this kid to be more outspoken, right? So I staged it, literally. We had a leadership meeting, and the leaders knew what was going on, everybody, but the team didn't. So I said, okay, and I'm not using, this is not her name. I always use Susie Q. Okay, Susie, listen, this is what I'm going to do, because we want you to start getting comfortable talking. So when I say this, right after that, I want you to say, yeah, Big D, like, I agree. I think we need to blah, blah, whatever. So literally, it was staged. She knew what I was going to say, okay, and I was going to pause and take a breath, and then she was just going to interject her piece. Do you know how much? I mean, it was like the first step of a baby, right? So you got to do things like that to help them. If I hadn't gotten that first step out of her and staged that, she probably would have never said a word the rest of the season. Why? Because nobody would have helped her with it, right? So you can gather your leaders together and stage things like that. Another thing I do is if I have to tell a group, and I share this with my coaches, if you have to give sort of frustrating information to the team, like let's say, they're going to have to do a 6 a.m. practice or whatever, right? They're not going to be happy. I'll bring my leaders in ahead of time, and I will give them a heads up, okay, on what the information is so that their body language is good. Because as soon as a coach or I speak the information, what is everybody doing? They're looking at the reaction of the leaders. So I will sort of script or stage, tell the leaders ahead of time, this is what's coming, and so make sure your body language is good, and, right, no eye rolls, facial expression, okay, probably agree, right? And who on your team is going to have a bad reaction? Like, who is going to be that person in the locker room that's the negative chatter? Like, oh, yeah, it's always Susie Q. Yeah, Susie. Okay, all right, so now you know that somebody's going to have to get to her, or Johnny or whoever, right, in the locker room. Like, you're going to have to, so you don't leave things to chance. This is impacting your environment. You let them know so that they can lead, right? If you don't give them the heads up, then it's just left to chance, really, left to chance.